A very good evening, friends. So, in today's lecture, I am going to talk about movement qualities. This is another topic, new topic in biomechanics, sports biomechanics. Qualities of the movement. So, the learning outcomes will be you will be knowing what are movement qualities, what are different types, and what is the importance of studying these movement qualities in sports. And let me tell you, it is very essential. A trained athlete has all these qualities which I am going to discuss in their movements. So, starting the lecture. So, this will be quite shorter lecture today because I have divided this into two parts because already we have done many extensive video lessons. So, this will be shorter so that you can adjust this week. So, half I'll do today and half I'll do tomorrow. So, what are movement qualities? Movement qualities basically, first of all, think proper execution of sports technique depend upon coordination of movements by CNS, central nervous system. In the last lecture, I told you that in each and every movement which you perform, your nervous system is involved. That was message was very clear. Now, what happens is, whenever you do a new task, or when you are in the learning stage, or when athlete is junior and he's learning the skills, so coordination is being done by his or her central nervous system. She programs her brain, she makes adaptations, or he makes adaptations in her or his nervous system so that he can execute the movement he is learning, the technique he is learning in an efficient way. In starting, he will have some problems because he is not adapted. The things are new. So it is a very simple thing. Whenever you do a new thing, if you are not going to gym and somehow you go to gym for the first day, you will have some problems after that. You will have some muscle sores. You will have some problems for sure. So what is that? So that is simply, if you want to attain accuracy, if you want to attain efficiency, you need to have some coordination, you need to have some adaptations in your brain, in your nerve connection, so that your body can get adapted to that movement, so that you can execute it very freely. So this is all about coordination of movements. So the first point in the movement qualities chapter is your coordination of central nervous system with the movements which you are learning. So to check that, yes, the athlete has got that coordination of movements by CNS in their brain, we have these movement qualities. If a person or an athlete has these movement qualities, we can confirm that yes, the athlete has got all these movement qualities and he has good coordination in his movements, because this coordination is must to attain efficiency, and by efficiency I mean that you are giving good performance with least chances of injury, and that is the main aim of the biomechanics, right? So that's why we are studying movement qualities. What are those qualities which we are looking for in an athlete, or we provide training protocol so that he can get those qualities. And all these qualities are focused on coordination of your nervous system with your physical muscular activities and all that, so that you can execute that technique or qualities in a very good way. So the coordination finds expression basically in the movement structure and in the various qualities, the qualities which we are going to study today. Quality of the movement. So these qualities of movement will tell us about the coordination capability of an athlete. Movement qualities are the ways to confirm attainment of proper coordination. Proper coordination by central nervous system. And this coordination is happening between your muscles, your joints and your brain. Okay. So fully trained athlete has these qualities. That athlete who has done his training, who is ready to go for the match in Olympics or so, he has got all these qualities. That's why we say that yes, he is prepared, because he has full coordination, he has attained all these qualities. So I think the message is clear. So what are movement qualities? Movement qualities are the ways by which we can confirm that yes, there is a proper coordination in movements of an athlete and is well prepared to execute them efficiently with maximum performance and minimum chance of injury. Okay. Now, what are these movements? I'm not going to I'm not going to explain all of these because I have told you that already a lot of I have divided into two parts. So today I'll discuss only the top two. So basically there are 5: movement rhythm, movement coupling, movement precision, movement amplitude, and movement flow. So today I am going to discuss only movement rhythm and movement coupling. In tomorrow's lecture I'll discuss rest 3. So these are the 5 qualities which you are looking for, which will confirm that athlete has got coordination in his movements and he is biomechanically efficient because he has this coordination. See, all things are linked with one another. Okay. So what is movement rhythm? So rhythm is a very known word to you. In music, most of you have heard rhythm. Yeah. So what is that? It is basically synchronization. Synchronization of different, in music it is synchronization of different musical instruments. They synchronize and create a rhythm and you feel it and you enjoy the music. And if this synchronization is not there, what will happen? You will say it is besura. You won't enjoy that music. In fact, that is not a music, right? That will be noise. So when noise becomes music, soothing music, when synchronization is there, a rhythm creation is there. Rhythm is created only by synchronization. So similar thing happens in physical movements in biomechanics. So it is in the synchronization of partial movements, muscle contraction, relaxation with reference to time, or we can say that dynamic sequence with movements. So basically what I am saying is, when you have, I will already told you that whenever you do any movement like swimming, running, there are phases, right? And multiple muscle actions happening at once or in some rhythm, like when you are walking, left first, then right, left, right, left, right. So what is that? This is rhythm, a sequence of events, a sequence. On one event your left leg is contracting, then again relaxing, then contracting. So this is rhythm, a perfect sequence of the events happening in different body parts and different muscles. So this is known as rhythm. And how it is happening? It is happening in coordination with your brain. Your brain is programming, you have to contract this muscle, then relax other one, then again contract that one, then so a proper sequence is there, a proper synchronization. So this is known as attainment of rhythm with respect to any movement. When you got this rhythm, when you are having you are swimming, multiple activities are happening. You are also you are taking breathing movements with the rhythm. You know when to respire, when to not, right? Similarly, your hands are moving, your arms are moving, your legs are working, your abdomen muscles are working. So every body part, every muscle is working in a particular time, in a particular sequence, so that you can swim efficiently. And if you don't know that, what will happen? You know that you can't swim. So the swimming is one example. Similarly, every movement you do in a sports involves this rhythm feature. You have to attain this rhythm if you want to do it smoothly. If you don't, then you will fail in that movement. So if you don't know when to respire during swimming, the water will go inside your body and you will fail in the swimming. So you have to program your brain when to respire and when to not, right? So this is movement rhythm. So one other example, just in the running also there is a rhythm between a movement between the legs, arms and breathing. So breathing patterns and movement. So all, I think the message is clear that you should have synchronization of partial movements which are multiple happening at once with coordination of brain, so that you have rhythm in them. What are the advantages of this rhythm quality? Once you attain this, how will you attain it? By repetition, by practicing, by training, repeating that movement again and again. You will definitely adapt your brain, you will definitely make coordination in your muscles and your nervous system, and then you will do it very easily. Your brain get programmed and you will do it like very freely. You don't feel any burden at all, but initially you will feel like, oh, it's very tough, but with time you will feel, yeah, it's fine, I can swim, no problem, I can run, no problem. So this means that you have attained that rhythm quality. So what are the advantages of having rhythm in your movements? It ensures economy of the movement. Economy means less energy, more performance, more work, more power. So that is economy. It resists fatigue because muscles get time to relax, because you are timing your movements. One muscle is relaxing and you have timed your brain that after some time you will again contract the muscle and then again relaxation will happen. So this rhythmic program will be there in your brain and you will have less fatigue. And psychologically is very advantageous. When you have relaxed a very planned movement, you have rhythm in your movement, you will be very relaxed in your brain. There will be no hodgepodge, because everything is programmed in a very good way, because you have trained a lot. A trained athlete is programmed so well that he's very cool at his mind. Psychologically, he's very cool. Why? Because he knows what to do. So he has programmed a rhythm in his movements. Automatically that will happen. He's programmed to that level. So that is why we do the training again and again. So that prepares the rhythm in the movements. So that is very essential. So this is the first movement which you should get, so that athlete can perform well biomechanically. Now second movement is movement coupling. What is movement coupling? Combination of various movements of different body parts, especially like trunk, also head, in a particular skill. So what happen is, in this movement coupling, this is also a quality to couple the movements, couple two movements, coordinate two movements in a way so that you can execute a task efficiently. For example, just look at this guy of javelin throw. Now in this movement you can see that multiple movement couplings is happening. What he has to throw this javelin, right? So one movement is movement of his arms, and second one is movement of his trunk, then movement of leg, foot, head. So all these movements are being coupled, but the task is to throw this javelin at the target, right? So this is known as movement coupling, the simple example. Now what are the different aspects? Usually what happens is, in movement coupling, like trunk, the abs are very big muscles in you. So when you couple them with small arm movements, what will happen? They will boost that movement and make it more accurate, more efficient. So this is the idea. Movement coupling. You couple 2 or 3 movements so that you can execute a task in an efficient way. That is the simplest message I can give on this, right? So what are the aspects? What happens in these? Transfer of momentum. When large muscle like trunk, when you move the trunk, it will create a momentum. Okay. What is momentum? Mass into velocity, right? So that will create a speed, a push will be generated in you, so that your lower extremity like arms will move in a more, they will also get a push because of trunk. When you move your trunk, when you move your larger muscles first, so in this javelin throw, he will first of all just look at the target and move his trunk first, so that he can create the momentum, right? And with the momentum of trunk, that arms will get more push, that I am saying momentum, they will also gain the momentum, and he will able to execute this task in a very efficient way. So transfer of momentum is happening. You are giving push to this trunk, and then trunk is doing the job further. It is transferring the momentum from trunk to arms. So like that. So this is basically one of the aspect of movement coupling. Temporal shifting of partial movements is another aspect I'll discuss on the next slide. Then coupling of trunk, this is the coupling of trunk movement. Coupling of head movements also happen. I'll discuss all of these so that you can understand in the next slide. Now transfer of momentum in swimming movements. So basically there are two types of transmissions happen with respect to momentum in movement couplings. The first one is centripetal and second one is centrifugal. So in the movements term, whenever you transfer the momentum from hands to trunk means you will move your hands first with a great amount of force, and that created momentum will get transferred to the trunk, and you will have a good jump. Just you try right now, you can try it. If you don't, you have to jump right on your legs. So see that this is the example of this. So jump without moving your hands first. Mark your height, how high you go. Then like these, they are using their hands. Then move your hands to full velocity, full force, so that you can generate a momentum, and then jump. You will jump higher. So what is the reason? So when you move your hands first with a great force, that are creating a momentum, and movement coupling is happening, and you are transferring that to your trunk, and then this movement coupling will ensure more height. So this is your centripetal transmission. Second one is, which is happening most of the time, is your centrifugal transmission, trunk to hands. So this will happen. This was there in the javelin throw also. Here you can say that he is throwing the ball. So he will move his trunk so that he can again generate a good amount of momentum, and then this will be shifted to his arms and he will throw in a efficient way. So this is your centripetal and centrifugal. And simply you can remember that centripetal is hands to trunk, example jump, and when centrifugal is trunk to hands, like throw, okay, or javelin throw. Now temporal shifting of partial movements. So what is the idea of these things, the shifting of momentum? So basically it brings the muscle to a better position to contract strongly at a proper time. So again, it is related to the rhythm part. You are with movement coupling also, you are somehow planning or programming your brain when to contract which muscle, or at which rate or at which force you should contract. So to bring the muscles to a better position so that they can contract well at a proper time. Secondly, to overcome inertia, larger muscles are used first and then smaller ones. So this is also very useful in most of the times, in most of the movements. When you utilize your larger muscles, you automatically, what you are doing, you are creating a lot of momentum, and that gets shifted to the lower areas, smaller parts, and definitely it is more efficient movement to do, and it is a result of movement coupling. Now roll of trunk also helps in the movement accuracy. It also creates accuracy in your movements. For example, I have not shown the picture here, so it got deleted. I think I was uploading anyways. So whenever you are utilizing, whenever you are doing these movements like weight lifting, upward jump, trunk is involved in that. You are punching, because in all of these movements you will see you are initially moving your trunk. When you are doing weightlifting, abdominal muscles are there involved first, so that you can create a momentum to lift that weight. Whenever you punching in boxing, whenever you punch, abs are very important. Why? Because of this movement coupling and movement accuracy thing. Forward and backward movement, so arching. So in multiple movements, if you do like that, you utilize your trunk, your bigger muscles first, that will definitely improve your movement accuracy. So this is another aspect of movement coupling. Then coming to the last point, movement of head. Head is also involved in most of the movements. In reflex action, reflectory action, whenever you see something or somebody hits you just in day-to-day life, or when you are in the cricket and you are fielding, somebody plays a shot, instantly your head moves. So what is that? That is your reflex action, and this is known as the reflectory region. And with that movement also, you become more vigilant, more active. When your head helps you to be more attentive towards fast actions. So whenever somebody shots, or when you are playing badminton and you take any game, head is involved in the reflex action first. First of all, you move your head and see what happened, right? So this is again a movement coupling. You want to throw a ball, you will again move your head too, so that you can target. Another reason is, first reason is reflex action. Second one is your visual, because eyes are on your face. If you want to target something, you want to make some target, you will move your head and make the target with your eyes, and then you will throw the ball, right? So this is also this is also an example of movement coupling, and here we are concentrating on head. Earlier we concentrated on the trunk. So in this way, different body parts are involved and different movements are coupled together so that you can do a task in a more efficient way. And definitely when you couple them, then definitely you have efficiency in them. The example I have told you earlier, like jumping and any activity you take. So this is all about movement coupling. Thank you very much.